Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Fix2Sell Civic. And today we're going to be removing the old single cam D16Y8. This engine has about 230,000 miles. It runs pretty good, it's really smooth, but you know, we have to swap it out with a dual overhead cam B series. Get it all stripped out, axles, everything, and then we're going to clean up the engine bay a little bit, probably tape off a bunch of stuff, remove everything, paint a bunch of the brackets that need to be painted, such as this, and make it look a lot nicer. And I'll probably go ahead and after I finish cleaning it, I'll go ahead and repaint the inside black, make it look a little bit more presentable. And we will be replacing that engine with, if you don't know already, with a B20B. It's a JDM engine, high compression, so I think it has about 140 horsepower, somewhere around there. So yeah, I pretty much got this engine ready to go. Did replace the timing belt with a Gates racing belt and redid the water pump, 22 teeth. Cleaned out the intake manifold gasket area, got it ready to go. But I'm not going to go too much into detail with this right now. I'll put that on a separate video of what I'll be doing with this. But yes, we will be replacing the engine. Just do a simple swap. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. Need to get this project going again. Been working on the Civic. I did get the brakes fixed on that. There's a video that I just put out on that. I'll just put the link up on the top. But S2000 still sitting here waiting. We'll go ahead and get started on this. We'll jump right into it, and should be pretty straightforward and easy. So let's get to working on it. Alright guys, so everything on top is pretty much ready to go. You just now all we lack is the axle, shift linkage, and that should be it. But the motor mounts, of course, still holding it up. But yeah, it's ready to come out. Just gotta do those last few things, and I'll get the crane, pick it up or pull it out, set it off to the side, and then we'll call it good. I did have a hard time pulling out the engine harness. because I didn't want to get underneath it. If I would have been easier, but I have a bunch of oil and leaves and pollen and stuff under there, so it's pretty nasty. So I tried to get to it from top, and it worked, but cut myself. The usual, you know how it is. But yeah, it's all taken out now, and it's looking pretty bare, pretty nasty too. So yeah, we'll keep on going, and we should have it out pretty soon. I'm gonna get my special tool, break it loose. All right, round 2. Really wants to pick up the car. Broke it loose. I had to put nearly as much pressure on it. But yeah, that's how that works. Okay, finally done there on the bottom. Got the axles out, which is not fun. The axles were seized inside the hubs, and then I had a hard time trying to get that pin out for the shift linkage. That was probably one of the hardest ones I've ever done. I'm not sure why, but I'm glad that's over with. So now we're to the point where we'll go ahead and throw some straps on the engine, loosen it up here, there, here, and here, and that motor should come straight out as long as it's balanced. And yeah, let's hope for the best. We'll find out here soon. Time to pull the engine. Alright guys, as you can see, the old engine is out. It's quite the job, but we got it done. Now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably just cover up the holes and try to sell it or something. But let me show you what it looks like inside. Alright, so this is the empty engine bay. ready for the swap. Well, not quite ready yet, but it's getting there. Yeah, it's pretty nasty and dirty. As you can see that it's all grimy. It hasn't really been cleaned before, but it's actually not all that bad for how old the car is. I've seen worse. But anyway, we'll continue on. We'll probably start shutting down here in a little while. I might spray it with some degreaser real quick and wash it off, and then let that be the first layer to take off and clean while I clean it. But anyway, guys, yeah, we'll go ahead and spray it real quick. So we're just gonna go ahead and go at it with the brush real fast. Might be a little bit more effective cleaning it. Then we'll give it a quick rinse. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe everything down just like this, dry it off, make sure none of that chemical stays on, because we will be working on the paint. But anyway, guys, that's probably gonna be it for this episode. Just stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna be detailing the engine bay even more, and painting brackets, and probably painting the engine bay if it turns out looking kind of dingy like this. We'll make it nice and black and shiny. But that's probably gonna be it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching, sticking around, and stay tuned for the next one.